by Middle State. But he's terrific, and he's out there, and he's making lots of people laugh, and he's part of your Fire Island community and instrumental in bringing stand-up comedy to Fire Island. And he's coming to the stage. Come slowly, we'll time it out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the comedy of Evan Brett. Right here, Evan Brett. Fire Island's own.
Thank you, everybody. Peter Bell. It is totally true. I am a graduate of Peter's, and his first lesson was, "We don't work blue." So let me talk to you a little bit about big dick energy. It's a phenomenon. It's big dick energy is something I could never have. Well, I have a small penis, and I am just fucking exhausted. Don't shame me for having a small penis. It's genetic. My father's father had it. My father had it, and
My fault?
You're fucking up the set, Dad. Anyhow, I was saying about big dick energy. It's genetic. My father had it. My father's father had it, and they were both very lethargic people. I went to a wedding the other day, and I was scanning everybody, and it turns out I do come from a very long line of very small penises. You know, big dick energy isn't about actually having a big dick. It's about the aura. It's the confidence of knowing that you've got something that people will never get to really enjoy. It's kind of like a really rich guy that drives a Prius. You know, when you look at this, you can see this could never have big dick energy. If I was to walk out in the world and start swinging around this confidence, people would say, you know, that bald guy with glasses, he's just a big dick. While we're on the subject of dick, I'd like to talk about some nicknames. For one, I'll never really understand why the name Richard ended up becoming named Dick. It is not the worst name in the world. A horrible name is Ira. You know, if I were Ira, I would say, hey, my name's Ira, but you could call me Cock. And there's another really geeky name that's having a moment in 2024, and that name is Stanley. Somehow, everybody thinks a really oversized thermos that you'll pay $70 for is amazing. You know, it's basically a hefty garbage can with a straw coming out of it, and people are killing each other to get a hold of Stanley. I was watching on the news the other day, people were literally trampling each other at the entrance to a store because the pink collector thermos had come out of Stanley. The irony is, it wasn't at a Walmart, it was at Dick's. These are the cool things that you get to see on the news and in social media. I'm addicted to social media. I spend so much time on Facebook. I am what people call a Facebook stalker. Facebook is amazing for so many things. It was invented with the best intentions. It was supposed to connect families around the world, let us celebrate milestones together. But in reality, what Facebook is a great way to disguise the fact that our careers and our children are epic failures. What I love the most these days about Facebook is I will spend an inordinate amount of time looking up old girlfriends. I like to look at how fat they've gotten. I like to look at her ugly children. I like to watch her horrible family vacations. And I'm just gonna put it out there right now. If you're over the age of 16 and you still wear Mickey Mouse ears around Disneyland, you're a fucking loser. And breaking up with me in the 9th grade was probably the best favor you ever did for me. Anybody here over the age of 40 or 50 and have parents that have found their way to Facebook? because grandparents on Facebook is kind of a scary thing. I've got a dad that only knows how to type in capitals. And I've got a dad that goes onto Facebook with random thoughts of whatever the fuck he's doing in his life, and he shares it with everybody. Like 3 people give a shit. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'll find on Facebook, playing poker tonight, had pizza last night, going for a walk. And sometimes what he'll do too is he'll forget the difference between Google and Facebook. Yesterday he had a post, and the post said, pictures of naked women on motorcycles. There are a couple typical types of posters that I know that a lot of you will relate to. And the first is the doting parent, because everybody has to go out there and tell everybody how great their child is. And I'll give you an example of one that I see all too often. It says, our hearts and our emotions overflowed with joy the other day. Your mother and I always told you that you could persevere even in the face of adversity. Remember, you're stronger than you seem, you're braver than you believe, you're tougher than you think. Congrats on becoming potty trained today. And then there's the posts to dead relatives. Perfect example, I'll take you all the way back to Father's Day. It said, Dear Pop, wishing you a happy 3rd Father's Day up in heaven. And I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking kidding me? I can't even get a good signal in Home Depot. You know, when I'm done combing through all of Facebook, I will go to the bottom rung of social media. And I know that some of you never thought of it, but you're gonna relate to this. My new social media addiction is the Venmo feed. Oh yeah. I can watch babysitters and dog walkers get paid all day long. And what I noticed about Venmo is that Venmo tells the truth. Facebook allows us to put out total bullshit, but Venmo keeps it real. 2 weeks ago, my friend posted, and he geotagged himself that he was living like a baller at the Ritz-Carlton Punta Cana. That same asshole accepted gas money from a friend on Venmo. You could learn so much on Venmo that you would not know otherwise. And I'll give you an example. I called my son the other day, and I said, Ben, I'm worried about you. And he said, why is that, Dad? I said, you're not eating enough protein up in college. And he said, how do you possibly know that? And I said, well, I see that you've paid Juan 6 times in the last week for lettuce. Everybody, I want to thank you for your support. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Evan Brett, come on, give him a hand over here. Evan Brett. Evan Brett, you should feel great.